Good afternoon, YouTube. Hardball Crazy come back to video. I got two Hall of Fame pickups today. They came in within the last week or so. One's a Hall of Fame playing days I needed, and one is a Hall of Fame autograph that I needed. Let's start with the playing days. This number 246 in my collection. A T206 guy I needed. His name is Iron Joe McGinnity. Found this very good, very reasonable price. They listed it as poor, but all I can think is see where this poor is maybe a little bit of paper loss by his head, but still presents really well and it's got a really reasonable price. So I could not pass it up. See, he has a Piedmont back. Iron Joe McGinnity. Of course, he got his nickname because of two reasons. His double meaning that in off season he worked in iron foundry, and on the baseball wise, he was a pitcher that would known to pitch both ends of a doubleheader, and he actually still has the record for innings pitched in a season with 434. He most notably pitched for the New York Giants. Early 1900s, he pitched for like Baltimore and Brooklyn. Prior to that in the major leagues, and this is as he is pictured in Newark. This is post New York Eagles, the minor leagues. He pitched in the minor leagues for a long time, into his 50s, and he's known as a very smart pitcher. And John McGraw had high praise for him, and he won over 240 some games. And a stellar pitcher of the day. He was finishing up New York as Christy Mathewson was starting his dominance. And Iron Joe McGinnity, Hall of Famer 246. Autograph wise, like I said, I'm trying to get a goal to get to 100 by the end of the year. So to reach that goal, each paycheck, I'm picking up one autograph. And the first one I picked up is a player that you may not have heard of, but he's a Hall of Famer from the late 18s and 20s. He has very few cards, and once his cards hit the market, they kind of hit for I want to say lower tier, less popular Hall of Famer, I guess. That his cards are seemingly higher than you think he would be, and name is Stan Kovaleski. This is my first signature, and his signature is a lot more readily available than his actual playing days card. This is 2007 SP Legendary Cuts one, numbered L84. I think this is a really cool, nice looking cut signature of Stan Kovaleski. He was pitched his whole career with Cleveland, late teens and the 20s, perennial 20-game winner, like 5-6 times. He was stellar, won World Series, 1920, I think, when the Cleveland won the World Series. He was stellar in that World Series, and quality pitcher back in the day, but rarely is talked about. And he has very few cards, so his cards are like up in the George Sisler level price-wise, and first kind of Mickey Cochran level. That you think he'd be a little cheaper because he's lesser known, but he's got very few cards. So I had to get at least one item in my Hall of Fame collection of him. So he's actually represented in my collection, even though I'm still looking for his playing days card. At least I have a Stan Kovaleski card. A little harder to when you search for his cards. Sometimes his cards are misspelled. Last name is misspelled with IE or EY. Sometimes it's Stan, sometimes it's Stanley, so it's kind of hard to search for his cards too. That might be a little reason too. But he's got a few 1922 Carmel cards and a few other 20s issues. But Stan Kovaleski and Iron Joe McGinnity, two latest additions to my Hall of Fame PC. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.